This video will contain spoilers.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Salutations, friends, and thanks for joining me today. So, villain organizations are quite common in anime. The Akatsuki from Naruto is a notable example. Another example is the Phantom Troop from Hunter x Hunter. In Rave Master, it's the Oroshian Seis. In Fairy Tail, it's the Oroshian Seis. Oh, and then there's the anime Eden Zero. They have a group called the Oroshian Seis, Galactica. Then we have Outlaw Star. Technically, the villain organization was the entire K-Pirates Guild. But within the K-Pirates Guild, there's an entire group of assassins known as the Anten Seven. Now, the K-Pirates Guild are a serious threat in all of their appearances. Seriously, in Jean's first encounter with the K-Pirates, he's forced to flee his planet, his whole freaking planet. The second encounter with the K-Pirates ended with the death of Jean's mentor and very special friend Hilda. His third encounter, Jean is almost killed and, once again, he's forced to flee from Sentinel-3, the same planet that he fled from the earlier encounter. These guys made the main character literally leave a planet twice. And all of this happened before the Anten Seven were actually introduced. Now, the Anten Seven were originally introduced in episode 15 of the anime. The leader of the K-Pirates Guild put out a hit on Jean Starwind and gathers all 7 of them to relay his orders. Well, 6 of the 7. One of the Anten Seven, a man going by the name of Shimi, was already on Jean's trail. So picture this. One day, Jean is just sitting around waiting for work when a cloaked man approaches him. This man introduces himself as Shimi and challenges Jean to a duel the following day. Jean's cocky, so asks, why not just get it over with right now? Shimi says, no, tomorrow. That quick draw, though, shakes Jean. So much so that he behaves like an absolute twat to the resident nice girl. But before calling it a night, Jean decides that he wants to have a drink alone. So he decides to go out to a public place to drink alone. While out, Jean happens to meet with an old man by the name of Leilong. Jean doesn't know it at this time, but this is the real Shimi. The two have a deep conversation about life and death. Eventually, they both turn in for the night. The next day, Jean faces off with the fake Shimi. Jean wins, but is injured in the process. Leilong shows up afterwards, introduces himself as the real Shimi, and challenges Jean to a duel. This is when the real fight begins. Leilong has better gear, better skills, and isn't suffering from a broken rib. Jean tries firing missiles, bazookas, and his caster at Leilong and just barely manages to get through the man's energy shield. This is the equivalent of going through a boss and finding out he has another health bar. My friends, I'm calling hacks. So Leilong has Jean dead to rights, but then Jean's friends show up. These aren't just members of Jean's crew, these are Jean's friends, Jean's nakama. And together, with the power of friendship, they will defeat the K-Pirates.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So, Lei Long has Jean dead to rights. However, the resident nice girl puts herself between Jean and Lei Long. Unfortunately for Lei Long, the K-Pirates need Melfina alive. So, in order to avoid potentially killing her, Lei Long offers to finish the battle off with a quick draw duel, just like old cowboys. Jean accepts, not like he had any other choice, to be honest. He was out of friends, out of weapons, and running low on bones to break. My friends, this is normally the point where the character with superior reflexes should theoretically win the fight. Lei Long had everything going for him. Jean's only advantage in this fight was that Lei Long may have gotten winded from the beating he gave all of Jean's friends. You know, when they were figuratively running into his fist. But then, the unthinkable happens.
So I'm finished too. I'm dying because of a faulty gun. Talk about bad luck.
Lei Long's gun jams. This dude was running through the main cast and was only defeated because of a faulty gun. Ladies and gentlemen, I call hacks. After the fight, Jean buries Lei Long and goes home with his crew. Though he technically won the fight, Jean is left with the horrible awareness that there were 6 more of these guys left. But that's a future problem. In the pre-credits stinger, Lei Long digs himself out of the grave. Turns out, he managed to survive the gunshot. So, what the hell happened? Remember back when Jean's friends showed up in the fight and I jokingly started talking about the power of friendship? Well, it turns out that the power of friendship came in clutch after all. Having all of Jean's friends figuratively throw themselves at his clenched fists made Lei Long have a change of heart. So Lei Long threw the fight. Figuring that the K-Pirates might be a little sore with him, Lei Long decided to get out of Dodge. Maybe he'd become an outlaw himself and get his own crew. There's an old saying, beware the old man in a profession where men die young. Lei Long encapsulates this saying. So that's the first member of the Anten Seven. As I mentioned before, there are 6 more of these guys coming up. I'll be dividing them up in 2 more parts to this mini-series. Till then, like, comment, and subscribe. If you've enjoyed my random ramblings, please stay tuned for the next part. Peace.